We are saddened to announce the death of our beloved George Ambrose, Paul Dolcy, also known as Wilbert or the Moose of Tiroshimiku, son of the late Ryan and Adeline Dolcy. He departed this earthly life at his residence in Tiroshimiku, St. Lucia, on Monday, 26 January 2026, at approximately 4:30 p.m. He was 80 years old. Paul taught in his early career, then turned his attention to farming, becoming one of the major producers of bananas during St. Lucia's green gold era. He loved the soil and planting and had truly green fingers. He could make almost anything grow. He was also an avid musician and one of the founding members of the band Silvertones. Gifted in music, he played both the piano, including playing in the church on Sundays in his midlife, and the guitar. He was awarded an MBE, an honor granted by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, for his contributions to farming in St. Lucia. Left to mourn his wife, Mary Yolanta Dolcy, in the United States of America. His children, Calvin Dolcy in the USA, Vaughn Dolcy in the USA, Ryan Dolcy in the USA, Charmaine Joseph in the USA, Dawn Dolcy in the UK, Benetta Mosheri in Martinique. Grandchildren, Asha Dolcy in the USA, Soraya Dolcy in the USA, Mia Dolcy in the USA, Miles Dolcy in the USA, Kamika Mosheri in Martinique. Brothers Adrian Dolcy, civil engineer and managing director of Dolcy and Associates and AMD. Rudolph Luisi of Yesikwe Moshi. Dennis Paul of Riviera Mita Moshi. Sisters Josephine Beverly Arlette and Barbara Arlette of Yefo. Sandra and Cheryl Arlette in the U.S. Alison Seafley of Hospital Road. Nieces Cecilia Kathy Henry, employed of Ministry of Physical Planning, and her family of Millennium Highway. Cornelia Louis in St. Croix. Andrea and Adria Dolcy, employed of Dolcy and Associates. Chanel Dolcy of London, England. Phyllis Dolcy of the USA. Dr. Diana Frost in the UK. Yolande Dolcy, teacher in the V4 Comprehensive School. Charmaine Dolcy, former teacher at the V4 Comprehensive, now in Delaware, USA. Jermaine Antoinette Dolcy in the UK. Nephews, Lyndon Charles, employed of Entrepot Library. Cedric Bobby Charles, employed of ECFH and his family of Entrepot. Avery Ann Dolcy of Canada. Michael Dean Dolcy, employed of Dolcy and Associates. Marlon Dolcy of London, England. Dylan Antoine Dolcy and his family in Canada. Damon Dolcy and his family in Delaware, USA. Darren Dolcy of Lacoville, Micoud. Aunts Justina Berthlin Bisset of London, England. Eldra Montoute of Deriso. His many cousins, including Anthony Bisset and his wife Annette Bisset of Beauchamp, Micoud. Elizabeth Bisset and her family. Sharon Bisset Elysée, Vice Principal of St. Joseph's Convent Secondary School, and her husband in Moshi. St. Clair Willie and family of New Village, Micoud, and England. Pierrette Lafroy. Annick Exeli and Alex Charles and their families of Martinique, Creed Charles and family of Vieux-Fort, Anne Charles and her family of Bonterre, Monica Cepeda and her family of Micoud and the United States, Annie and Alan Dolcy of Dougar-Micoud and their families, Gilbert Dolcy of Monrepo, Micoud and his family. Close friends including Vassini Samuel of Tirocher-Micoud, Kenneth Dantes of Micoud, Carl Blanchard of Tirocher-Micoud. Also left to mourn the Charles family of Micoud, Vieux-Fort, Castries, Martinique, and London, England. The Dolcy family of Micoud, Vieux-Fort, and Castries. The Bisset family of Micoud, Castries, and London, England. The Joseph family of Tirocher, Castries, Canada, and the USA. The Xavier family of Micoud and Castries. The Matali family of Monrepo. The Canaille family of Micoud, Castries, St. Croix, and the USA. The Ferdinand family of Micoud, children of his late uncles, Alison Matali, Louis Dolcy, and Gregory Kenneth Dolcy. Children of his late aunts, Eureka James of Deriso and Rosamond Dolcy. Children of the late Lucy President. Children of the late Oranton, Welcome, and Cromwell Charles. His neighbors of Tirocher-Micoud. His workers of Maho, Angeline, Cowlin, and Marguerite estates. The funeral service of the late George Ambrose Paul Dolcy, also known as Wilbert or Damoose, will be held at the St. Lucy's National Shrine, Micoud, on Friday, 14th February 2026 at 2 p.m. Thereafter, his body will be interred at the Micoud Cemetery. Please note, the body will be available for viewing at the church from 1 p.m. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, Udork Road, Vieux-Fort. May his soul rest in perfect peace.